Let me get back so you can see me. Hello, this is Lori from the Morgan County Public Library, and this is Beginners Yoga. And if you hear any music in the background, it is this here. It's called Crystal Bowl Meditation, and it's by Life in Balance, a vibratory because it has singing bowls, journey into deep meditative states. And I like to listen to this when I'm doing yoga. It's just really calming. It's singing bowls with a piano and flute and a couple of synthesizers. I can't even say it. Synthesizers. Maybe that's how you say it. Anyway, it's just very calming music, and I don't want anyone to think that I'm playing music that I don't own. I did buy that. I know a bunch of other people have music in their background. So anyway, so welcome to the fourth week, I think it is. Let's start with some business. You need to wear comfortable clothes. You need a comfortable place on the floor, and you need to have an attitude of, I'll do what I can do and no more. So if you're in a pose and it starts to hurt, then you can come back a little bit. You should go to the point to where you feel it, but not to where it hurts. And anytime that you are doing a pose and you decide, well, I'm done, you can just go back to a relaxing pose. This is half lotus. Well, I don't have my foot up here, so I guess it's almost half lotus. And it's my yoga seat. So if you would just put your legs in front of you, and if you need a bolster, use a bolster. That will make it easier for some people. I have a bolster here. And you just cross your legs down. And, but I'm not going to use it. But you can use a pillow, a blanket, whatever. So you're going to cross your legs and make sure your back is straight. Make sure your shoulders are down and your head should be floating above your shoulders. And the hands can go like this, or like this, or like this, or anywhere on your thigh, or even like on your knees, however you like it, whatever feels the most comfortable for you. And we're going to breathe deep. So we'll take a long inhale, and then we'll, when you feel like you're all full up and your tummy is extended out a little bit, then you will stop for a moment, and then you will let the breath out, a long, slow exhale. It could be through your nose or through your mouth. Then there's a little pause there, and then you breathe in again. And I'm going to do this for 3 breaths, and I'm going to try to center myself here. So. All right, excellent. So we're here, we're doing yoga, we're doing this for our wellness. It's a stress release. My cat wants in. I'm not letting her in because she starts demanding that I do things for her, and I obviously can't do that right now, so she's just gonna stay out there. But she hears me talking, so it's upsetting her. Anyway, so what I would like you to do is we're going to do a boat pose because we haven't done anything for the tummy really. And this is going to engage those core muscles. So you're going to want to stick your feet out, right? And then you're going to put your hands here. And you don't have to hold it very long. You don't have to hold it very long. Try to keep your back straight, your shoulders down, and breathe. You can shake a little bit, that's okay. How was that? I mentioned this earlier for the chair yoga, and I forgot to mention it here. You can hold the pose for one breath, that's good. If that's all you can do, that's great. Just, you can hold it for 2 breaths or 3 breaths. Oh my goodness. She put her toy under the door, so I gave it back to her. Okay, so you can hold your breath for 1, 2, or 3, and later on even more, but right now 3 is good. Let's try it again. So you're balancing on your butt and you lift your legs up, keeping your hands by your knees. Keep your back straight. Your neck is going to arch up a little bit because you're in this pose. That's okay. See, now I'm having a harder time. I do that once in a while, and I decided I'm going to start doing it more. So I thought I would introduce you to that pose. My favorite pose for strength and just all over body conditioning is plank. So get on your hands and knees, get your hands with your fingers spread wide under your shoulders. Okay. And then take your feet back, and I don't know if you can see, I'm going to go up so you can see my feet. That's my feet on the mat. So, and then get your back down, and then look, you can look down and breathe. Okay, how'd that feel? You should feel that in your stomach and in your legs and in your arms and your shoulders. It's good for all over conditioning. And it seems like a lot of women will have stronger leg muscles than they have chest and arm muscles. So this kind of helps with that to balance that out. Let's try it again. So your hands are under your shoulders. You put your feet back. Keep your body in a straight line, your back straight, and you can look down. Remember to breathe. So now you're in plank. Say you're in plank and we want to do downward facing dog. So what we're going to do is we're going to move our head to in between our arms. We can move our feet up a little bit, make sure there's a little bit of space between your feet, and then try to press your heels to the floor. But you don't have to press your heels to the floor. If that's too uncomfortable, just keep them where they're at. And then we just hang our head. This is downward facing dog. And it's an inversion. So as you hang your head here and stay in this pose, you can just think quietly. Think about your breath. And then come out. Now, we're going to go into cow. So you're going to have your hands in the same place. You're going to have your knees right underneath your hips and a little like hip width apart. And your feet are on the ground, and your soles are facing up. Okay, your back is straight, your head is straight. And to do cow, we're going to bend up with our head and arch our back. Now the opposite of that, because a lot of times when we're doing yoga, we want to do the opposite next. When, we exercise one group of muscles and stretch them, then we want the ones that were stretched to contract and the ones that were contracting to stretch. So that's cat. Cat is you arching your back up, okay? You're arching your back up. So that's cat. So cat, cow, into cat. Cow, into cat. And don't forget to breathe. So that loosens up the spine. Now, from there, you can go back into downward facing dog. But after you're done with those sequences, we're going to do child. And child, you get on your knees and your legs, your shins are underneath you, your feet are out back, and you lean your body down onto your legs, onto your thighs. And you put your head on the ground, and then you put your hands behind you, palms up, a little away from your body. This is child. This is a pretty easy pose. It's a pose for rest and breathing and just collecting yourself. You've done some work and now it's time to, take a rest. I like to hang out there for a while. So when we're doing that sequence, we're going from plank and then to downward dog. And then to cow. To cat. And then to child. So let's do that sequence again. I'm not going to stay in each pose that long. Just, I want you to get used to putting poses together. So, plank, breathe. Now step up. We're doing downward dog. And I hope you can see my feet. And then we go down to cow. Nope, that was cat, sorry. Cow. And then cat. And then child's pose. Now, I always usually stay in child's pose longer because it's a restorative pose and it helps you feel good. Now let's do some standing poses. We're gonna do mountain. So I don't know if I can go back so you can see all of me. All of me. Okay. So we're gonna do mountain. And sorry, it's up. I don't know what to do about that. And you want to stand with your legs a little bit apart. And you're going to be grounding through your legs, okay? But at the same time, don't hyperextend your knees. Just keep your knees relaxed. Keep your back straight, your shoulders down, and then we're going to just put our hands like this and be tall as a mountain. Then we're going to do tree. So what you're going to do, if you need something to hold on to, make sure you have that. I'm going to put my hands up like this and my leg like this. And I'm wiggling a little bit. That's normal. If you can put your foot up higher. You don't have to, if you can. Make sure you're not hyperextending your knee. You want the knee to be a little soft, a little bit bent. And then from there, do chair. So you're going to act like you're sitting in a chair, but you have your hands out like this. Like this. So legs a little bit apart, sitting in the chair, but your hands are extended out like that. This will work on your legs for sure, and your booty. Come up. You don't have to do it for 3 breaths. You can just do it for 1. So the sequence again, we're going to do it on the other side for tree. We're on a tall mountain. Our knees are a little lightly, softly bent. Our back is straight. Our shoulders are down. Our head is floating above our shoulders. Now, and we're breathing and being a mountain. Ground yourself. Now, we're going to go into tree. So your arms come up overhead. And you're going to balance on your leg. Making sure you're not, you still got to softly keep your knee bent just a little bit. That makes it a little bit harder, but I think it actually, well, I don't know, I think it makes it easier. Fall over. Ah! I'm always better on one side than I am on the other. So if that's with you, if you have the same thing, don't worry, that's me. But it's good to try to keep your balance. And then chair. So our feet are still hip width apart. And we're going to move back like we're sitting in a chair and our arms are out in front of us. And then come back up. So that's a standing sequence that you can do after you do your floor sequence. I do like to go back to the floor though, because I want to end it relaxed. So come back into your yoga seat. Back tall, straight, shoulders down. Head floating on your collarbones in the middle. Yes. And breathe deep. Let that stress out. Think about what you've done with your body today. You've been good to your body. You love your body. You're taking care of your body. And anywhere your body hurts, just go to there with your mind and give it love and healing. So if your big toe hurts, go to your big toe and give it love and healing. If your shoulder blade is bothering you, So let's do this for a couple of breaths. So this is being mindful, we're being present in our body, not worrying about anything but what's happening right here, right now. Paying attention to our body, breathing deep. Now there's one restorative pose that usually you do at the end, and it's called quartz. So you're going to have your legs out and your feet can fall to either side. You're very relaxed. And then they're separated, they're not close together. Then you're going to lay down on the back of your head. Your shoulders get comfortable. Your arms are a little bit away from you and the palms are up. And just breathe and relax. Congratulate yourself for the work you've done today. You can stay there for minutes, just breathing. Don't fall asleep. But you just stay there in quartz and relax. That's so nice. I hope that you enjoyed this today. If you did, why don't you give this video a thumbs up? And if you have any questions or any comments, make sure you leave them below the video and I'll try to answer those. Is it too hard? Is it too easy? Is there something else you want to do? Let me know. I appreciate the time you come and spend with me. And I'll see you next week.